Brian David Marshall here with R&D member Ian Duke. Ian, let's talk Archangel Avacyn. This is one of the signature cards in Shadows of Innistrad, one of the breakout cards here at the Pro Tour. 2 different decks with this met in the finals, of course, in our Pro Tour Champions deck. What makes Archangel Avacyn so good, and what were you guys thinking about when you made this crazy monster?
Well, first of all, have you read the card? I mean,
I'm still
just
reading
look
this
at this.
card.
Yeah, it does so much. I mean, it's a 4/4 flying flash vigilance for 5 mana. That's already awesome. I mean, I'm sure you remember for the longest time, Sarah Angel was one of the most beloved and most powerful cards in early Magic history.
I ran into her sobbing in the lobby of the hotel last night.
Yeah, a case of jealousy on this one for sure. When she enters the battlefield, she gives all the rest of your creatures indestructible, telling the flavorful story of Avacyn protecting all the humans of Innistrad against the zombies and monsters that are roaming around. And then it also, of course, has this flip condition, this transform condition, which we'll get to in just a moment. But talking about Avacyn, why is this such a powerful card? Why did we juice this up so much? Really, it comes down to we're in sort of a new age of Magic storytelling, and it's kind of a collaboration between all of R&D, between design team, development team, and our creative teams, and thinking about what are the cards that we want to be powerful and standard, and trying to line that up more with the story. Like, isn't it an awesome thing when the story characters that we want you to focus on are the super sweet new cards that you're seeing at the top tables in the Pro Tour, instead of just like, I don't know, a random Rhino being the best card in standard, something like that, hypothetically, of course, right? So, and that's not all. So we talked about there's a transform condition as well. So let's take a look at what Avacyn does on the other side as she transforms into Avacyn the Purifier. And the flavor here is just great, right? Like, you have this Archangel that's protecting all the humans on Innistrad. She's there as a savior, but then all of a sudden something has gone wrong. And you can tell that immediately when she transforms, because she transforms into a red card, which is super weird, but you can see her all sort of bloodied there and vengeful. And when she does transform, because one of your creatures died, right, she gets mad, angry that she wasn't able to protect it, she transforms into this 6/5 flying monstrosity, right? And just filled with rage, she does 3 damage to everything on the battlefield and to your opponent as well.
Yeah.
Right. So
and we've seen players this weekend, really taking advantage of that transform clause. I mean, we saw some people get punished by it, where their opponent was able to do something to make it transform when they didn't want to. But we've also seen players like Steve Rubin, who was able to play a Hangerback Walker for 0, have it go to the graveyard, and then be able to flip Avacyn to sort of function as a Wrath of God.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really multifaceted ability where, on the whole, it's upside, but there are times, like you said, when you don't want your Avacyn to transform, and your opponent can kind of maneuver you into a situation where they kill one of your other creatures, and oh no, my Avacyn transformed and actually destroyed all of my own other creatures, right? So it really tells the story of, the angel gone rogue, right? Sorin created Avacyn to protect Innistrad, but something's gone wrong here, and she's not doing her duty anymore. And yeah, the innocent people of Innistrad will suffer as a result. So
wow, we did have a great moment at the end of day 1 here at Pro Tour Shadows of Innistrad. Michael Majors playing against Christian Calcano. He looked like he was all but done in the match. And how fitting is it? How flavorful is it that Avacyn swooped in off the top of the deck, came into the red zone? Let's take a look at that match.
A little die up there is the turn counter. I don't think we're going to need it.
Yeah, so this game just turned out from like Calcano barely hanging on, barely surviving, to now just delivering the beatdown.
It's been awesome to watch this game. Activate Lumbering Falls. Does he have another one? He does.
Oh, he does.
That's game.
Boom.
Oh, it's Archangel Avacyn! Off the top for Michael Majors. He's going to block and actually stay alive. Oh my goodness.
Okay. So
it's also a lethal attacker here.
Game?
That could easily be game. Plus
Nissa.
Sees nothing, and Michael Majors with the big top deck finishes the day at 7-1. Wow, look at that. Calcano can only smile after that. He worked so hard, worked through so many cards, so many scenarios to get to that point. And Archangel Avacyn says no.